Hey, it's Chris Harris Jr. I want to give a shout out to the Soden Bowl. They've been on Madden Online Franchise on the Xbox since 2009. And I just want to give them a big shout out. Go to sodenbowl.com and check them out check them out on YouTube. I know that's probably the best Madden players around, so go out there and definitely play them.
And welcome to a Thursday night edition, getting ahead of myself. Thursday night football, sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name you can trust. SBN IMS Soden. I will have the call today. We have a very good game. Let me get you guys some music here. There you go. We have a division rivalry between Lurk God's Arizona Cardinals going up against Hall of Fame head coach Seahawks 37-26. Having a down season, he's 1-2. These two guys are ready to kick it off. So I'm going to go ahead and tell them to get down to the field so we can get this party started. If you're in the chat, go ahead and post a prediction. Let's see if you guys can get the score. In the chat, welcome to the chat. Al McClendon, we have Ohio Bengal in the chat. Haterade in the chat. JW, welcome guys. And here you have it. We have a battle of division rivals. Lurk God 201 versus Seahawks 37-26. And Seahawks going with the throwback jerseys. Turn that down a little bit for you. And there you have it tonight. We have Lurk God sitting at 4-0, traveling to Seattle to take on the 1-2 Seattle Seahawks. A very uncharacteristic-like start to the season for the Seahawks, but they will come out from the gun. Russell Wilson having a decent season, back to throw. And a safe pass going to the out route to Dizzy, a cross pattern right to left. Something that has made Seahawks famous over our 100 seasons. Again, this is season 100. Soden Bowl, regular season action, week number 5. We are hashtag Maddie Strong tonight. One of our Hall of Fame owners' daughters, for those of you that do not know, is battling cancer. Hit as he throws, but has the reception. A smooth 2 for 2 for Russell Wilson. A great start to the game tonight. Seahawks has to get off to a fast start. Jay Cork predicting a Seahawks 28-24 victory. And there is a give to Carson. And that is a gain of 5. Second down and 5. Wilson from the gun. He has trips to the right. Opening drive of the game. Wilson will drop back to throw. Great protection. Has a lunging reception. That is a first down for Seattle. DK Metcalf, his first reception of the game. We have a under center single back formation. Carson in the backfield. Metcalf in the slot on the left side. They give to Carson, gets the edge. Down the sidelines, a great juke move by Carson. A great juke move by Carson, and they are in business down to the 23-yard line from the gun, trips to the right. Wilson will throw again, great blitz pickup, checks it down a little bit skippy there. DK Metcalf with the reception, just a gain of 2 as they approach the red zone on their opening drive. Hashtag Maddie Strong, Ohio Bengal, I'm with you, brother. She is back at home now. Russell Wilson from the gun underwent her first round of chemo. 2nd down and 8. Carson in the backfield. Looks like we have Metcalf in motion, running right to left. He goes back across the grain to Lockett. And they officially enter the red zone, but have a 3rd down and 1. Again, Wilson from the gun. He has Carson in the backfield. They do like to give the ball on the halfback dive. Here's a keeper by Wilson, who laterals it back to the defense. Oh, man. Gun, he has Carson in the backfield. They do like to give the ball on the halfback dive. Here's a keeper by Wilson, who laterals it back to the defense. And there you have the replay, sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, as the Arizona Cardinals will take over on the 5-yard line. A boneheaded move by Seahawks. And Arizona and Kyler Murray takes over on the 5. They lose 2 on first down. There is a give to Tariq Cohen. This is a 2 running back committee they have in Arizona. They have Tariq Cohen, who is the workhorse, oddly enough. And Melvin Gordon III is the other running back. We have a 3rd down and 9 as Kyler goes empty formation. Seattle's showing blitz. They back out of the blitz, a 3-man rush. Murray in the end zone, hit as he throws, but has a wide open Tariq Cohen. Cohen with a nice route, gain of 23, and they are out of the shadow of the goalpost and move the ball up to the 31-yard line. Murray and company from the gun. And we have a flag on the play. Melvin Gordon's first carry of the game. He takes a shot. And we have offsides on the defense. That will be declined, and we have a 1st down up to the 44-yard line. Welcome to the game, Snipes Television, guys. Make sure you check him out every Wednesday night. He has our Wednesday night football on YouTube, Snipes Television. Give him a search, give him a follow. Welcome to the game, Doc J. Congratulations to JCork87, our first fantasy football winner, and there's a swing route to Cohen. Crosses midfield into Seattle territory. Murray now with 2 for 2 with 40 yards. And there is a give to Perrine, a rare carry for him as he puts his head down and gets a 1st down, gain of 13. Arizona is on fire. Seattle giving them a gift in the red zone at the 5-yard line. Tariq Cohen with a carry now. 3 carries, just 2 yards. Gain of 1, 2nd down and 9. From the Seahawks 24-yard line. Welcome to the game, Tyler Hoyt, our Super Bowl 99 winner. Single back formation, the give, it's a fake, but Murray is taken down on the play. Griffin with the sack. That will bring up a 3rd down and 16 as he comes in unblocked, empty formation. Murray with great protection, looking for the swing route, has Isabella for the 1st down. Great route by Isabella, an easy pitch and catch. And Arizona gets into the red zone down to the Seattle 13-yard line on their opening drive here in week number 5, season 100. And it's a fake as Murray will keep the football, but he does not lateral it. Does not go the way of Russell Wilson on that play. And we have a 2nd down and 8 as that will end the first quarter. A fast-moving first quarter. Arizona on their first drive of the game. On the 11-yard line, they give to Perrine, who falls forward to the 8-yard line. That will bring up an interesting 3rd down and 5 from the 8. A big 3rd down for Arizona. From the gun, Tariq Cohen in the backfield, receiver in motion right to left. Watch for that Y mountain swing. It is. There is a swing pass and into the end zone for a touchdown. And we look at this running right to left. Look at him swing it out there. And Kirk with the juke move and into the end zone for the easy touchdown goes Arizona. And we have a blocked kick. And Seattle is going to get 2 points on a botched extra point. Unbelievable. Make something out of nothing. At least Seattle gets something out of that horrible lateral by Russell Wilson. Seahawks hitting the wrong button, I'm sure. Russell Wilson and company with their 2nd possession here, week number 5, season 100. Wilson will operate out of the gun. Trips to the left, DK in the slot. And he's going to look for DK Metcalf, toes down, and that is a catch. 6 of 6. A look at our quarterback club, again sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat. There's the numbers so far this season. Kyler Murray having himself a fantastic season. And there's a give to Carson, trying to run to the right, but he cannot. Gain of absolutely nothing on the play. 2nd down and 10 from the 42-yard line. Russell Wilson trips to the right. Looking downfield again, looking for that crossing route as DK Metcalf, and a 1st down out of bounds, crossing midfield up to the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards, and that's good for another Seahawks.
Those of you in Soden Bowl, +1 man coverage, +1 zone coverage, if to whoever can most accurately predict my top 5. I'll release that top 5 after halftime. Post it in the chat. Top 5, go. Russell Wilson in the gun, back to throw. He has just a defender right there. Horrible read. Looked like he threw that anticipating DK Metcalf was going to be open, and the defense was there. Lucky that was not intercepted. 2nd down and 10 from the gun. Carson in the backfield. Metcalf in motion right to left. Now in the slot, back to throw is Wilson. And he throws into coverage and knocked away, almost intercepted. Patrick Peterson Great coverage on the play.
Brings up
Third down and 10 from the Cardinal 44-yard line. Seattle drove it down into the red zone before a boneheaded lateral by Russell Wilson turned the ball over. But they did block the extra point and return it for 2. Empty formation. DK Metcalf in the slot on that left side. Good protection for Russell Wilson, looking for the out route, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Waynes. Waynes with tons of green field in front of him. Spins out of Russell Wilson's would-be tackle. And we'll take a look at that play. He just right there, Trey Waynes makes an excellent play, and he spins out of a tackle by Russell Wilson. As Arizona now, excellent field position. The second turnover of the game, Perrine with the carry, a gain of 2. A fast-moving game, just 5.5 minutes left until halftime. We are hashtag Maddie Strong tonight. Welcome to the game, Colids. Make sure you guys check out Friday Night Lights. FNL are great friends, another fantastic Xbox league. If they have any openings, make sure you get them. I doubt they do. They usually have a pretty good wait list, but check out FNL, Friday Night Lights, on the Xbox console. Murray from the gun, a Snugs formation. Cohen in the backfield, 3rd down and 8. Deep drop back for Murray, has a receiver open, sliding out of bounds at the 7-yard line, 1st down and goal. Andy Isabella wide open. Toes down. This whole left side is down. And we go empty formation. Watch for Murray's mobility here. We have possible jet sweep. There it is. The give to Kirk again. And a very nice gain for Kirk. Second down and goal from the 2-yard line. And here we go, power formation. Under center, Tariq Cohen, the give to Cohen, trying to go up the middle. And the Seahawks defense is there. Barton is down on the field for Seattle, holding his midsection. 3rd down and goal from the 2. Top 5 Soden Bowl. Post your top 5 for a chance to win +2 man coverage, +2 zone coverage. To whomever most accurately predicts what my top 5 is, I will release that after halftime in the 3rd quarter. Post it here in the YouTube chat for a chance to win. Whomever comes closest. Gonzalez with a 22-yard field goal attempt, and it is perfect. We now have a 9-2 baseball game-like score with 3.5 minutes left until halftime. Season 100, week number 5, Soden Bowl Network action. IMS Soden. We are sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name you can trust. We are also hashtag Maddie Strong. Wilson will go under center. And he's going to give the ball to Taylor. And Taylor with a gain of 5, a quick 5. Patrick Peterson on the tackle. 2nd down and 5 for Seattle on the 25-yard line. Just 3 minutes left until halftime. And there's a give to Carson, trying to go to the left side, gets the edge and jukes it back, and Carson almost breaks it. A great carry by Carson on that one. Taking a look here, They give the ball to Carson, running to the left, and watch that juke right there. Absolutely fools that defender. I think his cleats are still on the field. That'll give us a first down and 10 up to the 44-yard line. Wilson under center, single back formation. 2 tight ends on that right side. Doc J predicting Colts, Eagles, Cards, Saints, and Bengals. T. Hoyt, Kylo, Jiggy, Lurk, draft pick, and DJ. Go DJ. How about go DJ and those Detroit Lions? Back-to-back primetime games, and he does not disappoint. Wilson will go empty formation here, looking down the field. Has the tight end Dizzy with a dizzy juke. And that will hit the 2-minute warning here on the Soden Bowl Network. Two minutes. Seattle with great field position, crossing midfield up to the Cardinal 33-yard line. Trips to the right, it's a give to Carson, and he is drilled in the backfield. Chris Carson loses a yard as we have a timeout in the action. Looks like Taylor is getting the call here. Put those predictions up in the chat. Looks like I only have 2 predictions so far. T. Hoyt and Doc J. Chance to win +2. Zone coverage +2 man coverage to whoever can most accurately predict my top 5. That will be broadcast after halftime sometime in the third quarter. Snugs formation from the gun. Wilson back to throw. Looking downfield. Has Metcalf on a crossing route. 9 of 12 for 103 yards and an interception is Russell Wilson, also with that toss back in the first quarter. Lateraled it to the defense. Both teams with all 3 timeouts, a minute 16 left until halftime. Wilson and company out of the gun. Taylor replaces Chris Carson at running back. Wilson back to throw. Looks for the arrow route to Taylor, and Taylor looks like he's brought down by the face mask. He was. That's going to give him a few more yards. First down and goal from the 3-yard line. Welcome to the game, K-Matt. Make sure you post who you think my top 5 is. I will release that in the third quarter. Whoever wins, whoever's the closest, will receive +2 zone and man coverage. Again, sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name you can trust. It's been one heck of an offensive explosion. Seattle lateraling points away on the first drive of the game. On the 5-yard line, ready to go in. Russell Wilson tosses it back to the defense. And I formation, Taylor again at running back. They give us to Taylor trying to go up the middle and into the end zone for a touchdown. The extra point is up, and it is good. And 8 plays, 60 yards, 2 minutes and 33 seconds. Seattle ties the game. 58 seconds for Kyler Murray and company. And we have Lurk God versus Seahawks 37-26. Lurk God 4-0. Seahawks just 1-2 so far this season. Single back formation. Cohen in the backfield. Defense pinching the line. They give to Cohen, flowing to that right side, but taken down just 2 yards on 7 carries for Tariq Cohen. The clock is running. Arizona with just 2 timeouts. And it's a play fake. Murray looking down the field, and he is taken down for a sack. Collier with the sack. That's a 3rd down and forever. Arizona's probably going to take this thing to halftime here. And they will indeed throw here on 3rd down and forever, into coverage but knocked away. That'll bring up a 4th down with just 8 seconds left until halftime, and they are forced to punt. Townsend will punt this thing. Seattle with a chance to return this for a touchdown to close out the half, but they will not, and we take it to halftime. All right, and welcome back to the action here in the second half. Arizona gets the football first. As Murray with a play fake, rolling out to the left side, throwing across his body, has Isabella, but an outstanding user swat. A great user swat. Looking at this play again, Kyler Murray with the very fleet of foot Isabella has the reception here, but swatted away by Seahawks on the play. Excellent play by Seahawks. 2nd down and 10. Murray from the gun, back to throw. He checks it down to Kirk, and Kirk gets a 1st down. Great patience in the pocket by Kyler Murray. Moves through his progressions and finds Kirk crossing from right to left. And Arizona in business here in the first possession of the second half in a tie game. Get those predictions in. J-Core, K-Matt, make sure you post your predictions. That is another sack. Griffin with his 2nd sack of the game. I'm looking for my top 5. Who is my top 5? Chance to win +2 zone and +2 man coverage. And Murray will come out in the gun. Cohen in the backfield. Murray to throw in 2nd and 16. He checks it down again, this time to Jones. He's going to get half of it back. 3rd down and 7. A big 3rd down here for both teams. Trying to get momentum here to start the second half. Murray's going to come out in an empty formation as Seahawks backs the linebacker up to safety. And they have a 1st down, an easy pitch and catch. A quarters defense on that, playing a 3-deep look. Vacates the middle of the field, and Lurkgod gets the easy 1st down as they move the ball up to the 48-yard line. Again, going empty set. Murray back to throw. Hit as he throws. Has a wide open receiver, but he overthrows him. Oh, man, I bet you he wishes he had that thing again. Look at the defense. No deep safety. They misread the ball. A blown coverage. And just overthrown. I bet you Kyler wishes he had that back again. The give to Cohen going up the middle, but gains nothing. 5 yards on 8 carries. 3rd down and 7. Defense spreading the line. Murray in a pistol formation. And he's going to throw on 3rd down and 7. Excellent protection and a great catch by Jones, who gets the 1st down. Great moves by Jones. They cross midfield into Seattle territory. Same look, pistol formation. That trips to the left. They're going to give the ball, but it's blown up in the backfield. And again, here is my top 5 teams. Soden's top 5. It says 10 there, but it's only 5. Jiggy Man J-Rod, number 1. The wannabe Sith Lord at 2. Lurk God at number 3. Draft pick at 4. And Dr. Feelgood and his Cincinnati Bengals. There's a big catch. Sitting at number 5. Whoever got the closest, I think somebody actually hit it dead on. Make sure you post in the support channel, tag Chicken and A Soden. Let them know what you want, and there's a nice pass by Kyler Murray. Again, here's a look at these two quarterbacks through 4 weeks here in week 5. Look at Kyler Murray, a 122.4 rating. Get that graphic out of your way as Arizona comes out to the field. Murray from the gun. Melvin Gordon checking in at running back. We have that mountain swing pass. And there is a give to Gordon, and that looks to be a face mask again. It is. That's going to move the ball all the way up to the 3-yard line. JW doesn't know anyone in the league but enjoys the gameplay. Appreciate the kind words, JW. I formation. We have a give up the middle to Perrine, and he is close, down at the 1-yard line. 2nd down and goal from the 1. And it's a give to the fullback, but they are not fooled. Great defensive penetration by Seattle. 3rd down and goal. They need 3 yards for a touchdown. Arizona gobbling up most of the 3rd quarter. From the gun, both running backs in the backfield. Cohen in motion to that right side, but they're going to give it to Gordon. It's an RPO, and that is a touchdown. Taking a look at this thing again, as soon as he goes in motion here, but he's got the play fake right there, and he freezes the linebacker. And that is a touchdown. Tariq Cohen getting into the game as the kick is good, and we have a roughing the kicker. And they will kick off from midfield and into the stands as Arizona now leads 16-9. For those of you just tuning in, we have Lurk God sitting at 4-0 and Seahawks at 1-2, 1-2, trying to get back into that divisional race. Seahawks winning the West last season. Lurk God made it via wild card. And Taylor with a nice run going to that left side and cutting it back. Now 18 yards on 5 carries. He does have a touchdown. A very interesting decision to bench Chris Carson for the relatively unknown running back is Taylor trying to sneak through that left side. And they give him the 1st down as they move the chains. 1st down and 10 from their own 35-yard line, down 7. Arizona gobbling up most of that 3rd quarter on their opening possession. They go down the field and get the touchdown. Single back formation. Taylor remains in the game. And there's a give to Taylor, cutting it back up the middle, and Taylor with tons of green grass in front of him. Finally taken down. Patrick Peterson running all the way back there to help in the pursuit. But the damage is done as they move the ball up to the 30-yard line. Seattle now goes over 100 yards on the ground for the game. The Seattle 12 finally getting back into this game. Single back formation. Carson checks into the game at running back. Defense pinching the line. From the 30, they give to Carson and blown up in the backfield. 6 carries, 41 yards for Chris Carson. Levante David with his 4th tackle of the game. Even a field goal here for the Seahawks is money. I know you don't like to go down the field with the goal of a field goal, but points here is huge. And they are in field goal position as Russell comes out from the gun. Metcalf in motion. Looking downfield, pocket breaking down, and he is taken down with a sack. Weaver with his first sack of the game, and that is how the third quarter will end. Here in week number 5, season 100. IMS Soden. This is the Soden Bowl Network, sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name you can trust in the Colorado Springs area. Wilson from the gun, 3rd down and 21. Looking downfield, has an out route, and that is a catch. Unbelievable reception there. Take a look at this thing again. Great awareness to get your feet down. Wilson standing strong in the pocket, and bam, gets his feet down. That is a first down up to the 17-yard line. As Wilson hurries to the line here from the gun, the give to Taylor, and Taylor moving it up to the 13-yard line. Seattle not wanting a replay on that one. That play was pretty close, but a nice reception. 2nd down and 6 from the 13-yard line. As Wilson goes empty formation, Metcalf in the slot on that left side. Wilson looking downfield and checks it out to the right. That is his tight end, Dizzy, who is out of bounds with a first down and goal from the 3-yard line. Defense pinching the line. And there's a give to Taylor, who is taken down for a gain of nothing. 2nd down and goal from the 3. Great penetration by Lurkgott on that one to blow it up in the backfield. And a heavy formation. And the give to Taylor with one man to beat, but he cannot. But he moves the ball down to the 1-yard line. 3rd down and goal from the 1. You have to wonder if Chris Carson runs through that tackle for a touchdown. Taylor remains in the game. Single back formation. 3 tight ends on the field. Defense in a goal line look. As Wilson's going to give the ball to Taylor, and he is taken down for a loss. 4th down and goal from the 2. And Seattle looks like they are going to go for it as the kicker is still on the sideline. 4th down and goal from the 2. Just 5.5 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Seattle has to be thinking. They are struggling stopping this Cardinals offense. They're going to go empty formation. Defense pinching the line. Taylor, the running back, sitting in the slot. He throws over the middle and intercepted. Picked off. He's taking it out of the end zone. Riddick with the interception. Looking at this, he is right there. He throws it right to Riddick. And Riddick taking it out of the end zone. An interesting decision, but he does get it back to the 14-yard line. A huge turnover. And absolutely no points for the Seattle Seahawks again in the red zone. Their 2nd turnover in the red zone. We have a Wildcat formation. Kirk is in at quarterback. And receiver in motion. I think that's Isabella. Kirk will keep it. And he will gain a few. Gain of 3. 3rd down and 7. Seattle needs to hold him to a 3 and out here. No deep safety. Murray from the gun. Cohen in the backfield. Murray looking downfield. Has a stop route to Isabella. Great play call. Isabella with blazing speed. And he uses the speed and just stops on the dime. And he is wide open. The clock will continue to run. 1st down and 10 from the 34 as the defense shifting to that right side. Arizona with a strong side right. They're going to give it. It's a fake to Cohen. They throw it back to Cohen. A dangerous throw. Wagner absolutely lights him up there. 2nd down and 10. The clock stops on the incomplete pass. Murray from the gun. Cohen in the backfield. It's a give to Tariq Cohen trying to sprint out to the right, but nothing doing. Maybe a yard. Third down and 10. Another huge 3rd down for the Seattle defense. Murray with an empty look. Seahawks controlling that middle linebacker, Griffin. Murray back to throw. Good protection. Throws into coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Apke. Apke running down that right side, and Apke will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Looking at this play, could be the play of the game. Kyler Murray not settling for something safe here, and he forces the ball into coverage. Apke drops back into that zone. The extra point is up and good, by the way. We have a tie game, and Apke takes it down the sidelines. What a play by the Seattle Seahawks. And we are tied with 2.5 minutes left in the game. Hall of Fame head coach Seahawks 37-26. Everybody up in the box. The give to Gordon, and Gordon has green grass in front of him. Gordon across his midfield. Gordon to the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and touchdown, Arizona. And you're keeping my replay abilities here at full use as you look at this play. As everybody kind of flows to the right, but Gordon cuts it back right to left. And Gordon running down that right side, and he is gone. Nobody can catch him. And just like that, Lurkod and the Arizona Cardinals take a 23-16 lead. As they will operate from the gun. And that is a give to Taylor and blown up in the backfield. Loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Again, our look at Soden's top 5. Jiggy Man J-Rod. The number 1 team in the power rankings again this season. Wilson from the gun. Wilson back to throw. Has a crossing route to Dizzy, late developing. A minimal gain. 3rd down and 10. Just a minute 56 left in this game. A huge 3rd down for the Seattle Seahawks. You can't give the ball back over to Arizona. In just one play, you can see what Arizona can do. As Wilson operates from an empty formation, a deep drop back, and he will be taken down. Seattle is going to be forced to punt here. Lawson with a sack. It's 4th and 20. They almost have to punt here and rely on their defense. I know it's sad to say, but they have 3 timeouts. You have 20 yards to go. They are going to go for it. Have to get the ball up to about the 35-yard line. As Wilson will drop back to throw. Great protection. And he has Metcalf for a first down. Unbelievable. Looking at this play again, great protection. That's the first one. Allows DK Metcalf to get some separation. And that is a huge play. As Wilson drops back to throw again and is intercepted but dropped. Lucky play. Looks like that was going to be picked off, but that is why he plays defense and not offense. 2nd down and 10 from the 40. 59 seconds left in the game from the gun. Taylor in the backfield. Wilson with great protection has an open receiver and a nice reception made by the tight end Dizzy. Dizzy having himself a pretty good game. 6 catches, 64 yards. Wilson from the gun, an empty formation. Metcalf on that slot on the left side. Wilson back to throw, and he is taken down a deep drop back. Chandler Jones making a huge play when it counts the most, pushing the ball back across midfield, backing Seattle up to their own 42-yard line. 2nd down and 22 with just 48 seconds and 1 timeout left. Empty formation as Taylor, the running back, is at wide receiver on that left side. He stays in the block. Wilson with great protection, rolling out to his left. And he's going to step up. He's going to keep this thing. He's got all sorts of room to run. Gets a lot of the yardage back. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 11. But just 40 seconds left. I agree, Snipes. A great game so far. That was a huge sack by Chandler Jones. Wilson from the gun again. Taylor in the backfield. Metcalf in motion right to left. Wilson back to throw. Good protection. Throws a nice route to Moore for a first down. And Seattle uses their last timeout with 33 seconds left. Up to the 27-yard line. They need a touchdown. Trips to the right. Metcalf far right. Taylor in the backfield as the defense spreads and then pinches that defensive line. Wilson back to throw again. Great protection. Throwing into double coverage, and that's intercepted. Murphy with the interception down the right side as he sheds a would-be tackle. And Murphy falls down. Looking at this play, and that's going to seal it. Murphy with the interception. He has a chance to take it to the house here. And good sportsmanship by Lurt God 201 as he falls down and takes a knee. Takes a knee here. 2nd down and 11, just 18 seconds left. I agree, Snipes. An absolute wow moment. As that is how this game will end. The Arizona Cardinals now moving to a perfect 5-0, and Seattle falls to 1-3. A bad start to the season for last season's NFC West 13-win Seattle Seahawks, as they are now 1-3. You look at the game, 4 takeaways for the Arizona Cardinals, 2 of them in the red zone, 1 of them to win the game, to clinch the game. A great performance, great stick skills by both owners. Lurt God with some very good stick skills at the end there. And thank you to everybody who tuned in here. Again, if you won the player dev or the player ability upgrades, make sure you post it in the support channel. Looking at the stats, Russell Wilson did have a pretty good game, 72.7 completion percentage as he exits the game here. So we'll move this out, and we will give you the default graphic. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. This was week number 5, season 100. Soden Bowl action, IMS Soden. That was a fantastic game. Thank you to everybody who tuned in. Make sure you check us out Monday night. We have CMG with Monday Night Football, and then we have the premiere of our quarterback club. Here's a little sneak. Well, a statistic here provided by our quarterback club. These were the 2 quarterbacks going into the game. Quarterback Club on Monday will feature an in-depth look at some of the quarterbacks in a unique perspective for Soden Bowl here in season 100. With that being said, IMS Soden, you guys have a fantastic weekend. Thank you to everybody that tuned in. Thank you to our friends over at FNL for tuning in. Friday Night Lights. Shout out to Colids and Company. IMS Soden. I'm out of here. Later, guys.